हाय। हेलो। कैसे स्टार्ट करूँ आज मैं इसको? हे, so I was reading Needful Things again, and I just completed chapter number 1, and I just wanted to tell you what happened in that chapter. So I have told you the introduction before that a man was taking like behaving to with us like he knows us, and we are coming back to the city. And really Stephen King writes so amazing that it really feels like what he is saying, what he's making us see, we can really see those things, and we can really feel those things around me. I don't know if it happens for anyone else, but I have felt every time I have read Stephen King's. I have always felt that I could just imagine myself right there, and I could imagine most of the things that he describes about. I guess it's because he relates too much to us. It can be a reason. And so, in the first chapter of Needful Things, I read that as we know, there was a character Brian who is going to start the story. So, in the first chapter, there the thing started with Brian, and he just goes to school, and there is a teacher he likes his teacher, and he's 11 or 12 years old, and he has a crush on his teacher. And the thing is, he was daydreaming about his teacher. And the thing is, like, in his life of every day, the only thing that happens best with him is the thing that teacher gives the class on the day. When the teacher has a class, then he only feels good. Otherwise he is bored of daily schedule and all. He doesn't like too much of it. And so the only good thing happens in his day is that teacher's class, and he likes her, and that teacher is engaged to someone. And he always imagines some scenarios with that teacher. And that teacher is like 24, 25, or 26 something, I guess 22, 23. She's going to age. I forgot her age, but it was close to 22 or 23, and the boy is 11 years old. So the teacher is engaged to someone, and this boy just imagines what if her fiance just dies, or something happens to him, or he found something bad about the teacher and he just calls off the engagement. And then Brian goes to her and says that I will accept you, I will take you, and those kind of things. The thing I was thinking when I read that was, do boys really think like that about someone, making scenarios in their head? Because there was a scenario where Brian is thinking that that teacher, he's taking her teacher out to the festival or something, fair. There is a fair in the town, and he's taking her. And then some he just imagines that there is a tunnel and they are standing together. And the a scene where they were just about to kiss. And then just he was about to kiss her in his imagination. Then a car just beeps from in front of him, and he's shocked with it. Like, he was going to literally die imagining this, because he was not looking in front of the road. So then there is the priest. I couldn't pronounce the name of that priest. Is drunk, and he doesn't want to fight anyone, so he just leaves Brian. Otherwise he could have hidden Brian, but he just leaves after calling Brian that he should walk properly and look at the road while walking and all. And the thing is, when Brian thinks about his teacher and these scenarios, he likes to not to ride his bike, but just take the bike on his hands and just walk to his home. So that kind of thing there was. And so I was telling about Brian, and then at that point where the priest leaves, Brian looks at the shop in front of him that he is seeing, and the thing is needful things. And the thing that amuses Brian about that shop is that he just looks at the hoarding or something of that shop, and he just thinks that it's so cool. First time, like, he has seen too many of the shops in his town, and he has seen like too many things like that, but still there is something different about that needful things store. So wants to he just looks at it, like, what is this and all. And then I guess he tried to look inside it or something was there, but there was a black sheet in front of the shop's glass. The glass in the shop, there was a black sheet from the inside, so he couldn't see what is inside that. And there is a thing written that anyone will get anything they desire, or there will be and something for everyone there. No, like, nobody will be like, we cannot find anything amusing in this shop. So there is written that there is something for everyone in this shop. So Brian just gets to home, and there we see that her mother is lying on the sofa and watching the television. She's eating something and just gossiping with her friend on the telephone. And as I have told you, I love gossiping. I do. So it was kind of amusing to think that his mother, is just laying on the sofa, eating something, watching a TV serial, and just talking on the phone with her friend Myra, and she's just gossiping about that shop. I guess, yeah, she was gossiping about that shop, and she's just telling her friend that it is not going to be anything amazing or so interesting. It's just going to be a normal shop with antique items that we have seen. Like, there are too many antique shops, so I guess that's why she just thinks that it is going to be a normal antique shop that has some weird old telephones and some kind of things. So she is thinking that, talking that, and Brian is listening to her. He just got home, and when he tries to talk to her, she just said that, can't you look, I am busy. And she just tells him that there is something to eat and all, just go into the kitchen. So Brian stops, but he wanted to tell his mother what he has just seen. He just came back after seeing, so he just tells his mother that, about that shop. Uh, I just saw today that shop, and it's like the thing where the needful things is written. I guess that was a hoarding of the shop or something. I couldn't really. I again didn't search it, but I think it was something like hoarding or something. So there is written needful things, and his father works at some place like this that is related to those things. So he has seen many. So he just says that, I know I have seen too many things, but it was quite too much amazing to look at, and I think you will also be surprised. And then she gets excited about it. She doesn't talk to him that much, but that day, after hearing that, she just gets excited, and she asks him that, what how does it looks, what is the color of that thing, how can you tell that it was different. And Brian says, I know those things, I have looked at too many things to get it wrong. Then she gets too excited and asks every question about it, and then he just goes into the kitchen, and her mother just sorry for the disturbances. Kids are playing. I'm sorry, but let me continue again. So she gets excited, and then Brian goes into the kitchen, and he is just eating his cereal, and then I guess doing his maths homework. Brian is an intelligent boy. anything he thinks, I don't know, but that is given that he is an intelligent boy in his class. He doesn't have bad grades or something. So the thing is, when he is doing his maths homework, her mother got so excited that that she called Myra again to discuss those things, and she's telling her that yeah, that color, that is like that, my Brian just told me, and these things are going on. So Brian is doing his maths homework, but he has one ear of his in the conversation of his mother. He is listening to every detail, and I saw in this book that the next time Brian sees that shop again, like he just sees that shop coming back from the school, I guess, and then it was like. He couldn't stop himself from going there. Some situations made it like he has to go there. Ah, I am thinking, have I forgotten what had happened? Did I just mix it? Let me check. Just let me check. Hmm, I will just have to check it once. Sometimes I cannot even believe my memory. I cannot remember too many things at a time. Ah, I'm so sorry. I just missed one thing. Brian just looks at the shop. The priest thing is in the second scene. It was not there. I'm just so sorry. It was just Brian was coming back from school and he just sees the thing and then he tells his mom at home. The next day he God, I have just some so mixed up. Let's just leave it. There was the thing that Brian is forced to go into the shop because of some because he just couldn't stop, and there is written open. And the thing is, his mother got so excited when he just told her about the hoarding of the shop and all. Did it? Is it hoarding again? So he is so excited. She was so excited. Why am I mistaking too much? I'm sorry. So she was so much excited about that shop. So he just thinks standing there when he sees the thing that uh, there is written open on the store. So there is a written open on the store, and gets curious and he gets excited. He cannot stop himself. He's like, no, how can it be open? It was going to open tomorrow, but it's written open today. And maybe someone has made a mistake and all, because there was still the black covering in the glass, so he cannot even see inside. So he just thinks that maybe someone has mistaken, but he just gets excited that if I get to know before anyone else that what is in the shop, what kind of items there are, and I go to home, how much excited my mom will be, and how she will just jump off there and listen to me, ask everything from me about that shop, and we will talk for too much. Like, he just excited about that thing, and he just cannot stop going close to the store, but he is still hesitated. So there was, I just felt that Brian's mother maybe doesn't talks to him too much, so that's why the boy is feeling like there will be something to talk about to his mother. He is craving his mother's attention, is what I thought in this. And his mother is not giving him too much attention, and maybe this is the reason why he has a crush on his teacher in the school, because maybe he uh, behaves with her in a like kind way, and she listens to him or is giving him attention, and the thing he was looking from his mom, the attention, the love, the teacher gave him, and he just got attracted to her because of those things. That is my thinking. I haven't even read the other chapters. I just finished first chapter, so I'm only telling you what I felt and what I read in the first chapter. So then he is standing at the door and he just holds the knob in his hand and just little moves it and it opens. So he's like, again he is like, maybe someone just left it open because of mistake. Just how the board open was there, he just thought that knob was also someone's mistake, someone forgot about that. And he just gets into the shop. Inside the shop, he goes inside the shop, and he sees that there are some cases of glass standing on, you can imagine a shop where antique items are literally locked in cases, so he can only see those glass cases on there. And the shop is like, no one is there, and he just goes inside and he thinks to himself, yeah, I was right, there is no one, and the person whose shop is this hasn't even loaded his and managed, or what will we say to that, has not even yet placed all the things or got all the things of his shop in its perfect place. So how can it be open? It's my mistake, he thinks. And then the thing is, Brian just thinks that I should leave from here because obviously it's a mistake. It's not open. Someone literally just forgot to do that. So he just thinks of leaving, and just when he is at the door leaving, and he thinks that I should just call out for a last time, and he says that, is someone here? And a mysterious and old man comes behind from a curtain, just behind a shelf. There is a curtain that was not so much visible to Brian, and he just comes out of it. And I can tell you how he has been described. It was really weird, dude. Someone, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry for the disturbance again, as it happens daily. I don't know whom should I blame for this. God. So I was telling you about that man. He has white hair. I don't know if there was written anything else. I don't know because I just have imagined him in white hair. So let's go with it. So I just could see him in a white hair, and he has blue eyes, like dark blue eyes, and long fingers, and I guess maroon color of coat or something. I imagined him in slightly dark pink or something. I imagined him long dark coat. I don't know, there is even if the writer has described a character in a certain way, sometimes I just cannot have his imagination inside my head. I just imagine my own things and mix them up and all. So I just imagined a person there with white hair, and his teeth are crooked, and what's that called? His teeth are not in good condition, can I say. Can you imagine an old man, white hair, blue eyes, creepy looking, long fingers? Not so creepy. He's not so creepy, He is like in a kind way creeping, because it's a character that is going to um, kind of, I guess, hypnotize people or something. He's going to do something weird. So he looks kind and amusing, and nobody can literally take the eyes off of him. He looks good. He looks good, but he has a creepy kind of sense. Like, you can feel something is wrong, but you cannot, uh, something beautiful but poisonous. That kind of thing. He smiles a lot. He talks so politely. You will be like mesmerized with him. And Brian, the thing that Brian got interested in was the person is standing there. He has blue eyes, dark blue eyes, and the thing is, same blue eyes as his teacher, the teacher he has a crush on. So the thing was, he is mesmerized by the eyes, so he cannot look away from those eyes, and the person just appears behind the curtain, and he is like, hello, what do you want? You are my first customer and welcome here. He is like an old man. So let me start again. Where was I? Where was I? So that man is like, you can imagine a good businessman talking to a person. There is a vibe, they just try to please you, and they are not forceful. They don't force you to see anything and all. They just try to talk to you politely and so good that you are mesmerized by that person, and he is that kind of person, but he is a little creepy, and Brian can sense that creepiness, but still the thing is, the mesmerizing part about him is getting much of the mind rather than the thing that he's sensing, the real thing. Brian is scared that in these type of places, in these type of things, there are the cases of murders being discussed around the people. So a creepy kind of place where there is no one and a person enters and then he's killed or anything. So Brian is little scared that the thing is, the old man is so talking in a mesmerizing way. He just appears in a mesmerizing way, his blue eyes and all, just Brian is mesmerized by him. So he just cannot ignore it. He just ignores the sensation of being something being wrong instead of the sensation of mesmerized by him. So he is so mesmerized by him, he just listens to him, and that person just talks so politely to him and asks, what do you need and what is your name, and you are my first customer. So if you will ask for anything, I will just give you in a discount or something, because you are my first customer in the town. So Brian just thinks that, I thought you haven't even opened your books, that sorry, I'm doomed today. Yaar. This phone keeps like getting fall. So I will have to. I'm sorry for the disturbance again. I was talking about how the person was trying to sell something to Brian, and he just tells him that he's his first customer, so he will show some discount and uh, anything he can he wants sees. But Brian just said that, I don't think you have much right now. I think you have like you haven't even gotten your whole stock in yet, so I don't think you have really anything to sell. But Brian is a nice kind of kid, and from his home he knows that he needs to be polite and cannot be rude to someone. So he's trying to maintain his sentences, his words. He cannot talk rude to a person, even if he's feeling like that. He just knows that he should be keeping his etiquettes and all. So he doesn't want to be rude, so he just says, I don't think you have gotten your stocks yet. I just thought that someone has mistakenly placed the open thing on the shop, and the shop is not open yet. So the shopkeeper, the thing is, that old man says that, no, it's not like that, Brian. There is like I know my stock hasn't been in yet, but I just wanted to open it for just a few hours for the people, someone to come into it and see how I have things. He just talks so politely to Brian that Brian is so mesmerized with his voice and all. He can feel something wrong in it, but he cannot avoid it. So the thing here goes like, he just tries to uh, get Brian amused by the things that are in the shop right now. So he just tells Brian to look at the things that are there. So Brian sees a case, and in that there is a splinter, wooden splinter, and um a photo is there of Elvis Presley, I guess that was, and he just remembers his mom and dad are fan of him and all, they will be so excited to know that. But he just thinks that why would mom be excited? She would know that yeah, just kind of antiques are there and nothing else is special. Finally this is a shop, that how my mom described it would be. So he just thinks that, and there is a polaroid camera and all. So he just hesitates and tries to leave and all, but the person that is standing there just calls Brian that let me show you the things in here. You are a good kid, Brian, and all. And the thing is, slowly there is a build up in the bonding of them. Brian starts to laugh at the things he is telling and all, because he kind of maintains a posture and all that really can make you friends so instantly. That is a plus point of a businessman, I guess. No one can be a good businessman. Or you can say businessman, not a shop owner, a seller, a person who is selling something to someone. They need to create a little bond somewhere with that person. So that is what that person could create in so much lesser time. And the eyes of course. And he just gives the Brian the splinter by opening the case. And when Brian holds it, he can feel himself going away somewhere from him. And he just sees that he's on a boat, and that boat is slowly floating. And he can feel the wood, like he can feel the wood below his feet. He could feel that he is standing on a wooden boat, and there is sea around him. And he could hear the noise of the water, and the all the things that can be found in the sea, around the sea. He can feel everything. Animals are like chirp, birds are chirping, animals shouting and all. He can hear all of that, and he just feels that he's on a ship and he's just floating to somewhere. That wood, he can smell the wood, he can smell the sea. And he can feel that he is standing there. And then next thing is, he just feels it, he's feeling all of it. And then he suddenly comes back, as if when we what's that called, when we uh, I just forgot one more word, when we just fall to the ground. I just forgot that word. I just forgot one word. Lose our something, consciousness. We lose our consciousness. What's that called? I don't know. We just fall to the ground. And then there is like he could feel a light in his head, and just he opened his eyes, and he came back to his consciousness. I'm sorry, I'm confused between two words. So he just comes back to his consciousness. He opens his eyes, but he can still feel the splinter in his hand. And he feels so shocked. He cannot tell what he is feeling right now. And suddenly, like he thinks that, oh my god, I am here, and what have I just felt? So that person, that old man, is like smiling in front of him, that how amusing Brian is looking with that look on his face. And he's kind of creepy but kind of amusing, and I also found him amusing because of that. That's why I told you that whenever I read Stephen King, I can feel the things he's literally telling you. He can make you feel those all the things, that man is creepy. You can feel it, that he is wrong, that he's a wrong person. He is going to do something bad, but you can feel how good he is behaving and how amazing he is looking at that time. So then there is Brian just comes to his consciousness, and he can still feel it. So that person again takes a splinter from Brian's hand and takes it into the case again and locks it. And then he tells Brian that, have you heard of Noah's Ark? And the splinter is from the boat, that Noah's Ark's boat. That splinter belongs to that. And he said, he just like, he's too smooth with it, that he just says that, I know there will be so many people claiming to have someone like this, but I am not saying that I am claiming that it belongs to it, but I think that it is of that thing. I think that. And because also you have held it in your hand, so you know, right, it felt like something. And as Brian has just touched it and felt all the things, what how can he not believe it? But he's a kid, he has not got anything about that and all. So then he just asked Brian, do you need anything? You are my first customer. I will give you everything or anything you will say. Not everything, sorry. Anything you will ask for. And Brian just called someone's name, I don't know, but wait, no. Brian just is hesitating because he cannot just ask for anyone. But the thing is, he was thinking that if the person lets him hold the splinter once again, but he knows that is long gone, it's not gonna happen now. But so he just hesitates and says that, how can I say that I do not even have anything in my pocket right now. Like Brian is there with the 9 cents or 90 cents or something like that. So he thinks that no, nothing is going to, I cannot buy anything from that. And why will a businessman will give me for something like 9 cents, 90 cents? And he has things like this. What can I buy here for 90 cents? So the person is, the old man just says to him, Brian, look, it's on me. I am telling you, if you just tell me, do not hesitate. If you wanted something right now, what in the world, what in the world of too many things that Brian cannot think that there are too many things in the world he wants. So he's just confused that what should he say, what should he say. But the thing is, he just the old man says, anything in this world you would like at this very moment. Come on, I want the answer quick. Come on, Brian. Come on. I just want the answer so quick right now. Come on. What do you want? And Brian takes the name of a baseball player, and Brian just spits it out. And the person is like, the old man is like, wait, I cannot. You are not telling me that you want that person in your life, right? So Brian just goes, no, no, no. They like. My father made a habit with me, like I am habitual to collect some cards, some kind of cards. I think it was for of a year that baseball player has started his career or something, and he was not that popular at that time, but he got popular in the upcoming years. So Brian just wants that years there when he started, because he's a fan of that person. So he wants that card, that exact card. So Brian tells him that, there are many cards, I have too many, I have bought for too many dollars and all, and it cost this much and this much. And that person, that card, he's so famous that the card is so expensive, like I cannot even buy it, and it's so hard to find. And the old man goes, I have seen it somewhere, I think I have. Brian is shocked. Brian is like, what? How can this, how can it be true? But that old man is like, I know my stock, I know everything I have, I'm going inside, you just wait here, Brian. And Brian's heart goes thumping like thump 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 thump. He's like, how, what if I see it, what if he really has it? But sometimes we are so excited that we know something can go wrong and it cannot be true, and it will like break us, break our heart. So uh, we try to say to ourselves, no, this cannot happen. How is it going to happen? There is no chance. So Brian is doing the same thing, doing something. He's excited, like, what if I got to see that card, what if he has that? But he then says that maybe he cannot have the same card I want, maybe he has some other year's card, or maybe he will have something that I don't even have money for to buy that. If even if he has it, then Brian says to himself that, but what is, I can look at it. Even if I cannot buy it, at least I can look at it. If it's the same card, how exciting it is going to be. So the person from, he can hear the cardboard boxes shifting and all. He shouts from outside that you don't need to do all these things for me, mister. So the shopkeeper, the old man, is saying, matlab, he is just searching for it. Brian can hear it. He's saying not to take any problems because of him, but he can feel the excitement. And he wants that old man to search all of the place, even if he has to like mess all the things up. But he's like, please God, let me see that card. He is so excited to see that card. So finally the old man is like, here, I found it. And he comes with a shoebox, and Brian's heart is beating more and more. He's like, but still he is trying to say maybe he doesn't have it, maybe he doesn't have it and all. So the old man just opens up the box, and he is flipping the cards. Where have I seen it? Where have I seen it? I know there, it was in this box. And brian is like Brian is just looking at it like, wow, I had bought so many cards, but I cannot believe he has so extraordinary cards. Like, they are so hard to find, and I cannot believe it that this man, this old man, who could have thought that he is having all these cards in this shoe box here in his shop. So he gets excited and he looks at a card. He's like, oh my god, you also have that one. And the old man is like, and he's searching, and then he's like, I got it. And Brian's heart just goes down, and he's like, oh my god, I'm going to see it. Then the old man turns to him. There is a signed card from that same baseball player that Brian is looking for. It is signed by him, actual signature of him, and there is also the name of Brian. There is written thank you Brian or something, but there is a name of Brian, and Brian is shocked that the person, that player, has signed that card, and there is also his own name written on it. So the thing is, the old shopkeeper is telling him, what a coincidence, Brian. How amazing it is to have a coincidence like this, that your name is written on it. Like, it's just Brian, it's not his full name. So he can be manipulated into thinking that Brian was written for someone else. So Brian is just thinking that some kid, when in that year, when he was going to play, was standing in the there, and he was like, please sign this card for me. And the actual name he wrote with himself. He can hear the noise of the pen scratching on the card, and just the man is telling him to play, and always work on basics if you want to uh, be good at baseball player. So he asked Brian, do you want to be a baseball player too? And he's signing the thing, and Brian just can imagine all it in his head, that some kid is standing there, he's taking the autograph, the player is talking to him. And then he just opens his eyes, and he can feel so amazing. But suddenly his heart drops, and he thinks, oh my god, I cannot buy this. Even if I wanted to, how big this coincidence is. There is my name written off it. If I could have this card, how much amazing it is going to be if I can just have this card with me. And there is the real signature, not even the signature that people copy or printed, not printed. It is the real signature, real, the name of the player, and his own name. It's too much, and his just heart drops that I cannot buy it. So then the thing is, the old shopkeeper turns to him and just says, you can buy it. You are my first customer, and I told you that I am going to give you a discount. So Brian just says that, but I don't even have money in my pocket. How can I buy it? So he says, shh, do not tell me. You should not tell a shopkeeper, a seller, how much you have in your pocket, Brian. Okay, you just need to bargain. You just need to bargain as much as you can, because this is what you want. You want this card, and I am going to give you. So shut up and listen to me. I am giving you this card, and I am telling you something. I am giving you for half price and half a deed. He that the thing is, that person means that he will take half money. Like, there is a full price of the thing. He will take half with money, and half Brian have to do something. So he is like, I will make you do something. So you will have to pay me. Uh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I cannot remember the number, but he's like, you need to pay me 85 cents, Brian. And I will tell you, do you know? Like, he just takes some girl's name. Can I just read it from the book? I'm sorry, I cannot forget. I just want to say it with my own mouth. Wait, 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 wait. Yeah. So he says, the cash price for that autographed card is 85 cents. Does that seem fair? And Brian just nods that yeah, he's mesmerized and gone. He's gone far away. He is hypnotized is mainly what I can get it. He is hypnotized, and he just is nodding his head that yeah, 85 cents sounds good. It is fair. And the thing is, the next line the old man is saying is good. Our trading our trading has progressed well thus far. As for the deal, you know a woman named Wilma, Brian? I'm sorry for my pronunciation, but I am so excited that it's just getting wrong out of my mouth. So he's just like, do you know a woman named Wilma? So Brian is like, yes. And Brian is like, yeah, she lives in our neighborhood. She lives in front of us. And the man is like, good, Brian, good. So I need you to do something. And then Brian cannot hear anything. Brian cannot hear anything. He's just hypnotized right there. The 85 cents he can remember, but he cannot remember after that Wilma thing. He just cannot remember the thing. Next that he remembers is the old man is leaving him out of the shop and saying thank you, Brian, and please tell all other persons and your mom and others about the things you have just that how I have treated you here, how have you been treated in my shop, how have I given you a discount and all. Please tell it to other people. And Brian is like standing there and he's shocked what has just happened. He cannot remember after the Velma thing, and he's just happy now. He's just happy now. And the thing is, the person just tells Brian that he needs to open the shop, so he will have to work. So that's why the Brian needs to go. So the thing is, on the card that is written is to my good friend Brian with best wishes. So then the player's name is written there. So that's the thing. Brian just gets the card in 85 cents while he has 90 something cents in his pocket. And he is like too happy. He cannot remember after Velma thing, but he just goes like too happy about all the things, and then he just checks his pocket to see how much coins he have left, and he can feel it. Okay, 90 cents, 85 cents, and now only 5 cents are remaining, and I just got it in 85 cents. He cannot remember the deed part. He just doesn't. And it was too amazing to read. You can imagine, you can feel, you could feel, right? That person also just knew Brian has only 90 cents, and he only asked for 85 cents. He could have asked for 90 cents, but he asked for 85 cents. I don't know what to say about it. It was such a amazing, and like as if he counted every possibility, everything. So counted step he took there. I was so amused by that old man. I don't know if he is creepy, but that was what impressed me about him, was that he just asked for 85 cents, not even whole 90. He is telling the kid that he didn't have to give all of himself. And one thing I will so this is how the first chapter ended, and I will read the second chapter, and then I will tell you what happens in the second. I am so excited about this thing that the boy Brian is now just going home, riding on his cycle and like smiling all the way, thinking what he has just gotten. But you and I know that he has just gotten into a problem, a big problem, and something is going to start. And I am so excited for the next chapter, that what is going to happen in the whole the city, and what is Brian going to cause after he has just got that thing, and how his mother going to react and all. I'm so excited about all those things. So before going, I just want to tell you what I felt a little in the when Brian just got inside to that. There is a name of the shop, Needful Things, right? So I just kind of got a feeling maybe anyone who goes into the shop is getting what he really needs in his life. That Brian always wanted to talk to his mother about something. He is expecting his her attention, and also the teacher he has crush on. So he got the blue eyes of her in their thing in the shop, and then he has something to talk to his mother about. So I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but I really felt that something they need is also that the fulfillment of their emotions is also going in that shop, and that's why they are being hypnotized. So I will tell you about the next chapter in the next video. Thank you so much for listening to me. Bye.